Hey YouTube, welcome back to Dwayne's World. So does a rotary mower stripe just as well as a real mower? Well, I have something to be adding to my Ego rotary mower to be able to find out the answer to that question. You want to see what I mean? You better stay tuned. Alright guys, so welcome back to Season 4, Episode 2. Here on Dwayne's World. Now I know it's been a little bit of time since I put out my last episode, but truth be told, there's a reason why. Unfortunately, I did have an injury where I sprained my left wrist, and unfortunately, I have not been able to put out the amount of content I would have liked just because of that injury. So I've really just been taking it easy. I didn't realize at the time I sprained it how long these type of injuries actually take to heal properly. So I definitely wanted to give myself enough time to be able to rest, and that way be able to come back and feature some great content that I'm sure you guys want to see. Now for today's episode, it's going to be a little bit different than some of the things I've done in the past. I'll be featuring my Ego rotary mower today, along with being able to show you guys how to replace a blade on the Ego edger attachment. Now when it comes to the Ego rotary mower, I did pick up a really cool accessory where I'll be installing a rear roller, and I'll be featuring that on today's episode as well. So with that, let's go ahead and dive in and actually take a look to see how we replace the Ego edger blade, and then from there, we'll go ahead and take a look at the Ego roller. Alright guys, so before we go ahead and dive into the roller attachment for my Ego rotary mower, I'm going to go ahead and replace the blade here on my Ego edger attachment. Now, let me go ahead and just flip it over here. Let's go ahead and compare the old blade with the new. So as you guys can see here, my old blade definitely has some wear. It's not too bad, but at the same time, I want to go ahead and replace it now with the new fresh blade. One of the things I'll tell you, it's up to you whether or not you want to go with an Ego blade. You can save a little bit of money if you choose not to do so. But I got to tell you, with the way that the fit and finish is on this thing, the logo, how do you not pick up the OEM one? It just looks that much better when comparing it to just a generic edger blade. Now the first thing we want to do is go ahead and remove this little carter pin there, and that will give us access to be able to remove the bolt here that holds the edger blade in place. Alright, so I repositioned my camera just to give you guys a little bit better view here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just basically take a flathead screwdriver, and I'm just going to basically pry the little cotter pin forward here. All I want to do is get into a straight position. And I'm going to use some needle nose pliers to help straighten it out, but just to kind of get it started here, I want to go ahead and just use my flathead screwdriver, and I think that's going to make it a little bit easier to get everything in place. All right, so that's much better. So now let me go ahead and just grab some needle nose pliers. All right, and all I'm doing now is just basically straightening these out. Now, I will replace this. I'm not too worried about whether or not I break it or not. So now that I have it straightened out, as you guys can maybe see there, I'm going to go ahead and just pull that out. Take a little bit of force. So now with the cotter pin out, as you guys can see here, we have clear access to the bolt. Alright guys, so one of the things I actually lost just through the course of time, or just, lost in the moment, is there's an actual stabilizer bar that you're supposed to use to be able to hold this in place. That way when you back off of the nut here, there's some resistance to be able to get that bolt off. Now without it, it's just going to spin. So what I kind of came up with is I'm just going to basically use a little Allen wrench here. And basically what you're going to do is there's a specific spot here, and I'm going to try to get on the camera here for you guys to be able to see it. All right, so let me kind of show you what I'm looking for here. As you guys can see, there's a little square notch that's actually knocked out. If I move the blade, as you guys can see there, there's an opening. And that's where the stabilizer bar is going to go through. And that will basically hold it in place so I'm able to back off on the nut. What I want to do is I'm going to take my Allen wrench here, and I'm going to go ahead and just put it through the hole here. Let me try to get me lined up here on the camera. As you guys can see there, it's able to go into the hole, and it actually slips down a little further. So that way now, when I go ahead and move it, it's not going to actually move, and I'll be able to back off on that nut there. What Ego does is they actually do include an actual wrench here if you wanted to use this to be able to remove the bolt. Now one of the things about this particular bolt you need to be aware of, it is reverse threaded, meaning when you normally would tighten a bolt, this is actually what will loosen it. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and use my impact. Now one of the things just to be aware of here is this is a 15 millimeter deep socket. You definitely want to make sure you're using a deep socket, as where the regular socket will not fit. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead again, tighten where I normally would loosen, but tighten here. All right, so we got that off there. And now we can go ahead and just start disassembling this guy here. Whoop. There, bolt there. So now when you got this thing apart here, as you guys notice, you have your bolt, you have your actual piece here that actually connects to the edger blade. Now we're going to go ahead and have to remove that piece there. And then you have the top part there that sandwiches it all together. So now I'm going to figure out just how to get this piece out of here. All right, guys, so what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to go ahead and try to just hammer this part out here with just a little mallet here. I think it might be coming out. There we go. Perfect. All right, now that I'm in here, I'm just going to kind of just clean this up a little bit. Looks a little bit better there. All right, so now we'll go ahead and reassemble everything. Go ahead and just take this piece here. Go ahead and adapt it to this. I guess I'll just do the opposite. Go ahead and just hammer it from this side here. You do have to line this up here, because you guys can see here, there's little teeth here at the bottom. You want to make sure that this fully seats all the way to the bottom. All right, and now we're going to go ahead and just put this outer piece on here, and now our bolt. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and just sink this down here now. All right, not fully, I just want to get it tight to a certain extent here. And then I'm going to go ahead and just put in my little Allen here just to hold it all down so I can go ahead and tighten it up. All right, now that we've got our key in there, go ahead and now should be able to tighten it down. And just tighten it down just to be sure. There we go. All right. So now all we're going to do is going to go ahead and replace that little cotter pin there, and we'll be good to go. All right, one thing that Ego does give you whenever you purchase one of these edger attachments is they do include extra cotter pins here. So I actually happen to save these here with my instruction manual. Again, I just don't know what happened to that stabilizer bar. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and just actually push this through here. There we go. And now I'm going to go ahead and just actually bend it back, and we will be good to go. My needle nose pliers in reverse order in which I took it apart. Twisting it back. There we go. That's one side. And then now the other side. There we go. And now we're good to go. All right, so again, we have our Ego 21-inch mower striping kit. Now this is actually manufactured by Ego. That's why I absolutely love it. It was on sale on Amazon, so I kind of figured, you know what? Let me go ahead and give it a try here, because my rotary mower does not lay down any stripes. So I figured, you know what? It's a great opportunity to try something new that I've never tried before. So let me go ahead and open it up here, and we'll see what's in the box and how we're going to go ahead and install this thing. Might be a little easier here to go ahead and just flip over and empty out. All the weight is at the bottom of this thing. I got to tell you, it's definitely heavy here. All right, we'll kind of lay it down here. Now I'll go ahead and just take off here. I got our instructions here. Looks like a couple mounting brackets we'll probably need. And the actual roller. We can actually see there. Wow. That's heavy. That feels great. Love that. All right, and it looks like it also does include a little new mud flap here. I'm assuming that the one that's on there might be too wide, so they're probably including a shorter one here, so that way you can adapt it to the roller. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look here and see if we can install it. All right, so one of the first things we need to do is we're going to go ahead and remove both of the rear tires, so that way we can get access to the rear flap here, and we'll be able to replace it with the new one in the kit. Now, in order to take these wheels... All right, guys, so this is a great example of why you need to read the instructions before you start an installation. And I took a look at them, but truth be told, I did not read through them all. You know, as I was going through and I took the wheel off and I was figuring out, okay, I need to do this next, I got to do that next, something just wasn't adding up. And so what I decided to do is I looked at the flap that was currently on the Ego and I compared it to the new one, and they were exactly the same. So I guess in doing some research, I guess it's some of the older models of the Ego mower that need to replace that flap. Not in my case, so just a little bit of waste of time there. I'm going to show you guys the lawn right now as it currently sits, but I do want to point one thing out that I'm not too happy about. All right, guys, so here she is. Now the color is absolutely on point. Now, I still do have a couple areas, for whatever reason, did not quite fill in as full as other areas, but not too concerned. Have a little bit of weeds right there. But one of the areas I want to show you guys, if you notice here, now I know I have a couple of bare areas, but I want you to pay attention to where we see some yellowing here. And the yellowing, I believe, is some lawn disease. And so I'm going to have to probably get out some propiconazole and be able to take care of that problem. So guys, it's important to remember anytime you're using any type of fungicide, the fungicide isn't necessarily going to get the grass to grow back. What it's going to do is basically stop the fungus from getting any worse. And that's going to give your grass an opportunity to heal and get better. But the only thing that's going to help that is time. So with that, it's time to put on the Eagle roller and lay down those stripes. All right, guys, so one of the things I just want to point out here is this is the high lift blade that you can get for these Eagle mowers. Now, for whatever reason, I did not get one when I actually purchased this, but it was probably because it was on the secondhand market. Not even sure necessarily whether or not it came when originally purchased new, but went ahead and picked up that on Amazon. It definitely made a huge difference. If you do not have that high lift blade, it's going to be really difficult for you to be able to pick up your clippings using the Eagle mower. Now, one of the reasons why I bring this up right now is because anytime you are dealing with any type of fungicide, it's important that you are bagging your clippings, and afterwards you probably want to go ahead and rinse down your mower. All right, so before I go ahead and install the rear roller, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift this to the highest height of cut position. From what I understand, it makes it a little bit easier to put your roller on, and then we'll go ahead and adjust thereafter. All right, guys, so what I decided to do, just to give you guys a better angle here of what you're basically doing when hooking up the rear roller, is you need to attach it to this bar right here. So with that, let me go ahead and install it here, just to show you guys how it goes on. So I'm just kind of supporting the weight here. So now I'm just going to hold up the mower just to hold the weight and then go ahead and lay it down. So now we're going to go ahead and just put the bag on. There we go. And lift the handlebars into position. There we go. Go ahead and put in our battery. Now we're good to go. So Dwayne, help me understand. Why are you going after stripes with your rotary mower when you have a real mower that can lay down some phenomenal stripes? And you might be right. However, there's a specific reason why I wanted to be using my rotary mower this time of year. Let me show you guys what I mean. All right, guys, so Merry Christmas. Well, why is this important? Well, if you look here, my wife absolutely loves to decorate, and it's one of the things I absolutely love about her. However, with this particular Christmas decoration, as you guys can see, it spreads onto the lawn. Now, that's fine. However, what I was worried about is using my real mower and actually damaging this decoration. So because of the fact that I want to stay away from it, I thought, you know what? This is a good opportunity for me to be able to use my rotary mower because the blade is enclosed. However, so my Eagle rotary mower really doesn't stripe well. But I do like the cut. It actually does a really good job in being able to mow this perennial rye. Now with Bermuda grass, it might be a little bit different, but when it comes to a cool season lawn, there's absolutely nothing wrong with using a rotary mower. Now you'll obviously get a much better result by using a real mower. However, you can get some phenomenal results also by using a sharp blade on a rotary mower. Now one of the things I did not like about the Eagle right out of the box is the fact that it did not stripe very well. So I figured, you know what? Let me go ahead and add this attachment. I'll probably use the rotary mower through Christmas, and then after Christmas, I'll jump back on the real mower, which I'm sure you guys will absolutely love to see. All that's left, let's go ahead and lower our height of cut. I am cutting at I think it's about 1.5 inches, if I remember correctly. So with that, let's get on with our mow. right, guys, so what do you think? Stripe action, absolutely looking pretty on point, in my opinion. The only thing I'll say, it is not the fault of the Eagle rotary mower, but just the fact of all rotary mowers in general. So I'm not too big of a fan of the tracks that the tires leave whenever you're mowing. However, I would absolutely say that the Eagle roller that I installed here has absolutely did its job. You know, prior to actually installing the roller, there would be very, very little to no stripe action that I'll be getting out of the Eagle rotary. However, the cut, like I mentioned, has been phenomenal. Now, when kind of looking at my lawn, the only fertilizer I've been putting down is PGF Complete 1608, one of my favorite fertilizers that I tend to like to use based on my soil test. Now, as you guys can see here, the color looks good, but there are those areas that I talked about that I'm battling that fungus. So once I get that under control, we'll be in really, really good shape. All right, guys, so hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. I know it's a little bit different than what I normally do, but if you're newer to the Eagle product and you're looking to replace that Eagle edge or blade, or potentially need to do it in the future, I wanted to put this video out for you guys. As well as you rotary fans, you can also get some great stripe action like I showed you guys today. You guys be the judge. Did it stripe just as well as my real mower? Let me know down in the comments. And if you haven't given me a like on this video, please do so. Subscribe to my channel as always. And remember, be excellent and party on.